Hello everyone, welcome back. Previously we have seen nav tag, how to make use of nav bars. And today, before I get into the next topic, one small note I would like to give here. I begin with my HTML tag, and inside this HTML, let me consider head tag. Closing of the head as usual. Then I begin with body. Okay, in this head tag, let me copy paste the Bootstrap CDN. In a separate file, I have maintained this Bootstrap CDN. Let me open the CDN links here. So here I am using the previous CDN links only. And let me copy paste the links. After this, inside body, let me consider a center tag, and close this center tag. And inside this center tag, I begin with a div tag. Div class equals container. Div class equals container, and inside this, okay, let me close this div tag, and inside this one statement I would like to give, or before this div tag I will give a statement saying that h1 attach your file here. Attach your file here, and close this h1 tag. Inside this div class, what I am going to do is, I say you can create label, and here I say input type equals, which is the input type now? It is file. I am taking input from file. Next, name, if you want you can give file as the name. Next, what I do is, let me consider class equals form. As of now, class I keep blank. Let me check what is happening. So I want to run this code. Have you noticed? Attach file. As of now, you have not chosen any file. You can choose your file randomly. Maybe Bootstrap CDN link file is there, open cdnlinks.txt. That file you have attached. Now I go back to this. What I can mention is form control. You already know form control. And I can make use of file, form control hyphen file. As of now, there is no much change, but better to use this one, form control tag. So this is how you can attach your file here. Attach the file. So in your application, if you want to attach particular file, you can use this one, attach file. Okay. Now let me put this class equals btn space btn hyphen success. Reload. Okay. So this is applicable to particular boot, the button classes. So in Bootstrap we are using this class to give success, means green colored button. As of now, let it be there. So if you want to create file attachment, what you should use is, you have to mention the file, that is the first thing, and here you should say input type equals file, and you have to mention the class form control file. Without that also it works fine, no problem. So this was a small note on this. Okay, next. Now we will study one more topic, that is Jumbotron. The next topic is Jumbotron. Jumbotron class. Okay, let us understand what is this class Jumbotron. Here I say Jumbotron class. Jumbotron class. Okay. In this Jumbotron class, I mention div class equals Jumbotron. So what is this Jumbotron class actually? Jumbotron here I put. Whenever I say Jumbotron, remember Jumbotron represents or indicates a big box for extra attention to a special content. It is displayed as, how it will be displayed? It is displayed as a gray box with rounded corner. I say with rounded corner. Let me consider this example. I go back to this example. Inside body, what I do is, let me open a div tag, closing of the div, and later I say div class equals Jumbotron. Which class am I using now? Jumbotron class I am using. And inside this I say h1 bootstrap classes. Close this h1 tag, and let me consider a paragraph tag here, and obviously you have to give the paragraph tag, end of the paragraph tag. Here I say bootstrap. Few information I need, that's why I copy paste some of the information from this one, getbootstrap.com, and let me consider the paragraph tag. So this is a paragraph tag. Okay. So after this paragraph tag, close the div tag, save this, and reload your page. Have you noticed? Bootstrap classes. Now what I do is, before this div class, let me consider one more div class. Div class equals container, and closing of the div class, and here I paste some content from the internet. Let me consider a few of the texts. Here few texts I have, I copy paste this text. Let me consider paragraph tag, closing of the paragraph tag. Save this and reload. Have you noticed the output? For the first time ever, Bootstrap has its own open source, etc. And look at this one. This is called Jumbotron class. This is my Jumbotron class. Gray colored box you get. If you have some important content, that you can place inside Jumbotron class. That is the purpose of Jumbotron class. Okay. Jumbotron class, that also we have studied now. Jumbotron. Okay. So after this Jumbotron, just a minute, I will format it properly. Okay. After Jumbotron class, let me consider some elements related to the image. So what are those important stuff as far as image is concerned? Okay. Now I go back to my folder. Here I have in this folder, open the location. Here I have many images and some of the files also. This image, let me consider lion image, lion 1 I have. Now what I do here is, I go back to my application, close everything. Here in this, I begin with image 1. Let me give one heading H1, closing of H1. I just say rounded image, and here I say image source equals, let me consider the image source lion 1, get into the properties. What is its property? JFIF. Okay, image source equals under double quote lion 1 dot JFIF. Okay, so the image is ready. Now let me consider a class. This is Bootstrap class. What is its class? Yes, class equals, I say image hyphen rounded. Rounded image I need. So what is class for that one? Image hyphen rounded. Image hyphen rounded. Let me check how it looks like. So class that I have mentioned, and alternate text you can mention something like invalid image or not available. Image not available. Next, close the image tag. Check the output. Let me set height and width. Height equals 500 and width equals 500. Save this and reload. Okay. Now just check this image. Can you see this corner, this rounded corner? Yes, this rounded corner is because of this class image hyphen rounded. Okay, this is called rounded image. Rounded image. Let me keep this image at the center of the screen. Center. Close the center tag. Yes, this is called rounded image. And like this, I say one more image, give break spaces, one more break, new line. Now after rounded image, I say image circle, I say image circle. How it looks like? Let me check. So here I say same lion image only, I say image hyphen circle, image hyphen circle, save and reload. Have you noticed? In the form of circle you are getting the image. In the form of circle you are getting the image circle. Like that you can also have the image something like this, image thumbnail I give, image hyphen thumbnail, save this and reload. Let me check how it looks like. Image thumbnail. Yes, this is thumbnail image. Just a minute. Here I say image thumbnail. Thumbnail. Save this and go back. Image thumbnail. And just cross check this one. Have you noticed? Here. It has a corner here, a light corner. This is called image thumbnail. Image thumbnail. Image thumbnail. Next, I can also have the class something like this. The same lion only. What I will do is, let me consider image responsive. Image responsive, and instead of hyphen thumbnail I say responsive. Save this and reload. Image thumbnail, image responsive. Look at this one. Image responsive looks something like this. This is image responsive. It's something like default image only, image responsive. Okay. So this is how you can have different classes of images. Rounded image, image circle, image thumbnail, then image responsive. Okay. Yes, this is about images. Images. Let me quickly use this code here. So images, bootstrap images, I say. Bootstrap images. Okay. After this, now copy paste this code. Close this. Okay. So you have studied about bootstrap images also. Now let me consider a topic on pagination. Pagination. Before that, one small example I would like to consider. Remove this. Here I say body. Inside this body, let me consider an example something like this. I begin with a div class. Here I say div class equals, preferably we use container, div class equals container, and inside this div class let me give a heading here, h2 or h1, whichever you want you can use. Look at this one, bread crumbs, bread crumbs. I will tell you what is this bread crumbs. Now what I do is I begin with UL, unordered list, closing of the UL. Here I mention UL, unordered list, closing of the UL, and inside this UL class let me give a heading here, h2 or h1, whichever you want you can use. Look at this one, bread crumbs, bread crumbs. I will tell you what is this bread crumbs. Now what I do is I begin with UL, unordered list, closing of the UL. Here I mention UL, Let me consider class. Class equals UL class equals. Before this class, I first list out the elements li, li, li. In this list, close the list. One more element I put, close the list again li, close the list, and here I say one anchor tag a hyperlink reference equals, you should put anchor tag that as of now I put hash, this I copy paste here also, home, then I place subjects, then I place test, and yeah, let it be there. Now reload, breadcrumbs, home, subjects, test. This is what you are getting, and this was the expected output. Now what I do is, now I make use of unordered list in this form with a particular class. What is this class? Here UL class equals, I say breadcrumb, this is my class. Save this and reload. Have you noticed? Home, subjects, test. This is what you are getting. So what exactly is happening? Yes, now just a minute. First I say the heading is breadcrumb class. So what will happen in case of this breadcrumb class? It indicates current pages location, location within a navigation hierarchy, So within a navigation hierarchy, it will mention the current pages location. Now how to mention that current pages location? Now look at this one. So after a closing of the elements, here I say something like this. I want current page, maybe home as a current page. So what I do is li class. I want to active this one, li class equals active. Now save this and reload. Here you have, just a minute. Here you have, reload, subject home. Let me cross check this one. I just take it off. Let me consider UL class equals breadcrumb. Then I begin with li, subjects I have, tests I have. Next I say this one, li class equals active, I just remove this anchor tag, I remove anchor tag, closing of the list, then I put this here as the first element. Save this and reload now. Have you noticed? This is your home page. Where is your home page? Yes, there is a hierarchy. After home, what you have? Subjects. After subjects, what you have? Test. So this is the purpose of what? Breadcrumbs. In breadcrumbs, what we do is, first we will create hierarchy like this. In that hierarchy, where is your current page? This is your current page. And if you mention subjects as active, then you can place subjects as the current page. So this is being the output for breadcrumbs. Okay, let me consider this code also. Yes, so we have seen about breadcrumbs class as well. Okay, now the next topic. After this, I will come back to the next topic. In this topic, we will study about the pagination concept. Pagination concept. So before I get into pagination concept, I need reply from your end. File attachment, then Jumbotron class, Bootstrap images, then breadcrumb class. Have you all understood these topics before I continue further? In case of breadcrumb, what is happening here? It indicates current page's location within a navigation hierarchy. Look at the output now. Where is my current page's location? How will you decide which is the current page? You can differentiate with the help of a color. This subjects is the next page, test is the third page. So which is the current page? Home is the current page. How did I make that? Yes, I have made it current page by giving this as active. Active. Home is active, means this is the current page. So that is the purpose of breadcrumb class. Breadcrumb class. Okay, next. Now we will study about pagination. Pagination. Quickly, one example I will consider with respect to pagination. Here inside body, what I do is, let me consider a heading with the help of center tag, closing of the center tag, and here I begin with the pagination example. In this pagination example, let me consider h1 tag, pagination example. You already know the concept of pagination. With Bootstrap, I am using pagination now, h1. Next, in this, let me give hr, one line. Okay. What I do is, in this pagination example, let me consider unordered list. This is my unordered list. Close the unordered list, and here ul, unordered list, I consider a class equals unordered list class equals pagination. Which is my class? Class is being pagination, p small, just like btn, pagination. Pagination, btn large, pagination large. Are you able to correlate? btn space btn hyphen large, like that, pagination hyphen large. And here I say, just like the previous example, let me create a list. I just consider these list elements, pagination. Here I say, no need to active any of the list element. So here I say li home, next subjects, test, one more list element, one more list element you can place here, Here I put subjects. Instead of that, I first put few of the subjects: Java, Python, then C#. These languages I put. So what is this class now? The class is pagination large. So you can put a heading for the same: H2 tag, pagination large, close H2 tag. Next, similarly I can make use of give break, and here also break, and after this pagination small I give, pagination small. So what should I place here? LG means large, LG means large. Here I say SM small, pagination small. Next, you also have default one. You also have default. Let me check that also. Before large, then small, then I give default, pagination default, default. So here I say, which is that class? Default. That is the only change, default. Pagination is a class, and pagination related class, what is that? Pagination hyphen SM. BTN is a class, BTN hyphen small, large, default, like that you have. Info. Okay, now reload the page. Before that, let me align this properly. Next, here reload the page. Have you noticed? Nice, na? Pagination large. This is the large one. Java, Python. You can give the link. That is your duty to give the link. Java, Python, C#. Next, you can also have pagination small. Java, Python, C#. This is default one. Java, Python and C#. So this is how you can implement the concept of pagination as well. Pagination large, pagination small, and pagination default. Three classes are there: LG, SM and default. Pagination space pagination hyphen LG, pagination space pagination hyphen SM, pagination space pagination hyphen default. Okay, this is how you can make use of pagination concept in your examples whenever required. Okay, let me copy paste this also. This is about pagination. Pagination that makes use of Bootstrap concept. Next, after pagination, okay. So we have seen pagination concept also. Next, here the next topic we have to study is about the grid system. Very important topic in Bootstrap. So complete focus is what required from your end. Bootstrap grid system. Bootstrap grid system. So what is this grid system? Everything you will understand with the following examples. Before the grid system, I want to display an image diagram. In this figure, this was taken from internet. I want you to observe this. In this, notice the column. In first row, how many columns you have? You have 12 columns. Remember, in CSS also we have seen. Each row can be divided into 12 columns, at most 12 columns. That you should remember. Each row can be divided into how many columns? 12 columns. 12 columns. Next, you can consider the second row. In second row, you can split the columns. How? Look at this. Column 1, column 1, column 1. 3 columns together will become one column there. You have merged those columns, 3 columns. In the second columns also, you have merged the 3 columns. So 3 into 4. How many columns are there? 12 columns you have created. In total, 12 columns. Okay. Next. In the next example, third column you can see. There are 3 columns. Internally they have 4 columns each, 4 individual columns. So 4 into 3, in total 12 columns. 4 into 3, in total 12 columns. Similarly, you can have the column something like 8 plus 4, which is 12. So the sum must be 12. That is the thing here. Sum must be 12. Next. After that, what you have? 8 plus 4, 12. Or you can have the combination. What is that combination? Combination is something like 2 plus 2 plus 4. That is 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 2 is 10, plus 2, 12. Next, you can have 2 columns of size 6 and 6. Or you can have 1 column of size 12. So internally 12 columns, individual columns, you can club them and put as 1 column. This is called grid system. What is this? This is called grid system. Okay. This is called grid system. Now we will study much about the grid system, how to implement the grid system, how much it is necessary. Now let me consider a few of the lines here. This is the grid system is useful to build quick web pages, web page layout, I say, web page layout. This is one layout, web page layout, that are responsive. Yes, this is responsive only, like based on your device, you can adjust the size to the different devices. Okay. Next, devices based on screen size. That also I can mention. Based on screen size, I mentioned. Based on screen size. Okay. Now, so what is its purpose? First thing is, it shows up to 12 columns. You might have noticed this. It shows up to 12 columns. 12 columns. 12 columns. It uses, let me give this point also, it uses series of containers, rows and columns, containers, rows and columns to define a layout. To define a layout and define a layout to align to align the content, let me put like this, align content properly based on the device, okay. Devices, here also device, based on the device. Now see, for example, you can place 12 images. If you consider first row, you can place 12 images there, small images. If you consider the second row, you can place how many images? 4 images. In third row, you can place how many images? 3 images. Like that. Now, by defining, here I place a few more lines. By defining 12 columns individually, 12 columns individually, or by grouping, the columns to create wider columns, we can create the dot column, hyphen, star. What is star? Means width. Star means what here? Star means width. Okay. Column, dot means class, I told you previously, column width. You can also have the class something like this, column small hyphen width. It can be small column, very simple to understand. Column small middle, it's not small also, it's not very large also, in between. Next, dot column, it can be large column. Star means width. Next, dot column, here I say XL. What is XL? Extra large star. Width you can specify. Okay. Here what is star? Here star, asterisk means star. Here star means, just a minute, it is not getting typed here. Here star symbol means span width of the column. Span width of the column. From 1 to 12. From 1 to 12. It specifies span width from 1 to 12. Okay. Now, let me consider small example. Before that, one small note. Look at this. What I do here is, I say, I consider a div class like this. Div class equals container. Whenever you are dealing with Bootstrap, generally we use container or container fluid. You already know the difference between them. This is my div class. What you have here? Div class container. Inside this, first div class, remember the column is inside the row. So first I say div class row. Inside this row I will put the number of columns, that I will decide how many columns, etc. So what should I say is now slash div. What should I say? Slash div. So now you are inside what? You are inside the row element. You are inside row element. So container, now that container contains one row. As of now it contains one row. Okay, inside this, what I can have is, notice this, I begin with a div class, one more div class. This is related to row. Now inside this div class, that is related to column, that you have to consider. So here I say div class equals column hyphen star. Column hyphen star. Star means what? It indicates responsiveness. First, this star indicates responsiveness, whether it is small or medium or large, etc. Next, star hyphen one more star. One more star. This is width 4, 3, 2, 1, 12, like this. Column hyphen star hyphen and close the div tag. Close the div tag. Like this you can have multiple columns, not one or two. You can have multiple columns. Like this you can have multiple columns. Multiple columns you can create like this. It depends on the span width what you are giving. Whatever the span width you are giving, it depends on that. So inside a row you are creating these columns. These are the columns inside row. So remember here what you mean by star, which is the first star. Yes, star in first case means it is responsiveness. 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 Responsiveness means what? For example, small, large, extra large, etc. Next, second one, another one, which is this one? Yes, this star represents span width. Span width. It can be 1 to 12. 1 to 12. Minimum is 1, maximum is 12. Maximum is 12. I want you to just go through these lines quickly. Take 1 or 2 minutes time. Here is inside container. Inside the container, what I have to place is a row. Inside the container, I should place a row. If you ask what this row contains, internally this row contains columns. Internally this row contains what? Columns. Row contains columns. Okay. What the column type? Yes, it can be, again I am using div class to represent this. Div class to represent. Okay. That is it contains div class equals what is that one? Column hyphen star. Hyphen star. What is my first star? First star means the responsiveness. First star means the responsiveness. First star means responsiveness. What is my second star? Second star means the width. It can be 1 to 12. It can be 1 to 12. So this is how we can make use of the concept of rows and columns, in which first you should create a container. Inside that container you have a row. Inside that row you have columns, that columns contains two things, column hyphen responsiveness and the width, responsiveness and the width. Now let me consider one example. Now I come back to this example. I am inside this body tag. Here I have, let it be at center. Yes. Now inside this I first say, you already know what is this one, div class. I begin with div, closing of the div class equals, I say container, div class equals container. Inside this div class, you already know I should begin with div class equals, what is this one, row, div class equals row. Close the div class. Now you are inside the row. Which is this row? Okay, I am considering the first row. That is how you have to understand. One row. Inside this one row, I begin with one more div. Class equals, div class equals, div class equals, just a minute, here I say slash div, div class equals, what I do is, first I consider the class something like this, column hyphen small responsiveness with the size 4. Here I say column SM4. What should be the total length? Can you tell me? It should be 12. So what I do here? 2, 3. 4 plus 4 plus 4. 3 small columns I have created. 3 small columns. 4 plus 4 plus 4. So total sum is what is now? Sum is 12. Sum is 12. So 4 plus 4 plus 4, 12. Div class equals row. Div class equals row. Next, what I do is, this is my first step. Second one, now I deal with the second row. Here, this is my second row. In second row, I can have the combination something like this, div class equals 2, let me give 4 plus 6, 4 plus 6, 10 plus 2, 12 again, 12, and here 2 plus 4 plus 6, small columns combination, small columns combination. Next, one more div class I would like to give, row, and in this you can have combination like this, 5 plus 5 plus 2, column SM 5, 5, 2, 5 plus 5 plus 2. Okay. Now save this and reload. Yes. Anyway, here properly I have to mention the difference, that I will do. Div class, first row. In case of first row, let me consider the background color. Div class equals this one, style equals background color, let me put yellow. Next, here I put row, background color, let me give green. Next, in this case, row, background color, let me give blue. Background color I am assigning to each div element. To each div element I am assigning the background colors. Okay, let me check the output now. Column 5, column small 5, column small 2, div class. Okay, column hyphen sm hyphen 5, column sm hyphen 5, okay, proper, div class equals row. Okay, save and reload. Okay, 1 and 2, background color green. Just a minute. Yes, green color. Here you should place background color blue, closing of the double quote, and here also double quote. Save and reload. Okay, so how many rows you have now? Just a minute, responsiveness I will show. 4 plus 4 plus 4 of equal width. 4 plus 4 plus 4. Small columns we have chosen. Next, 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 6. Next, here I say SM5 plus 5 plus 2. This is how you can divide the columns. Now, if I just zoom this, it looks something like this, responsive. Anyway, this is with respect to small. Now what I do is, I want you to try with these options. As of now, I just say with respect to first row, large. This is large, and here also large. Let me consider, instead of small, let me consider large here. Large, large. Save and reload. So if you place large, 4 plus 4 plus 4, it looks something like this. This is large one. 4 plus 4 plus 4, large one. Next, if I say instead of large, extra large, extra large, extra large. Save this and reload. Yes, with respect to extra large, you are getting almost same output. Okay, so this is how you can divide the column. You can divide the column based on your requirement. Just a minute. Now, these links, here I have a few of the links. Instead of this, I just open my CDN link. That time I have copy pasted some of the CDN link. The first set of CDN links I have here, they are all small CDN links, not very long. I just try with them. Let me check. Will it look same? Now I go back to the code, and here I say instead of large, let me place small everywhere. Small columns, here also small, and here also small. Small. Instead of large, everywhere what I am placing is small elements. Here also small. Save this and reload. Yes. Almost similar output you are getting. So this is about the responsive grid system. Here what is the size that you have given? 4 plus 4 plus 4 equal size, or you can say this is 2, 4 and 6. This is about grid system. So give a reply in your chat box. Have you all understood this grid system also properly? Meanwhile, I copy paste this code here. Have you all understood this grid system? And I want you to try with different options like this. Bootstrap grid system. Okay. Now we will see the next topic. Bootstrap tables. Bootstrap tables. Okay. So before I get into this table structure, let me give few of the descriptions here. Whenever I say bootstrap table, remember, if the class is of type active, here I say class and description or explanation. Class and explanation. So what is the class? The first one, if the class is something like this, active, dot active. If the class is dot active, what it does is it applies hover color to the table row. Hover color to the table row. We will see this. Next, this is dot active. Next, dot success. If I am using this class, dot success indicates a positive action. Indicates a positive action. What is this one? Success. Like that you have dot info. In this case, what I use is, whenever I say info, it is something like indicates a neutral information or neutral action. Indicates neutral action. I want you to try this with button also. Okay, info. Next, dot warning. You already know this one. Dot warning. What is this warning? Indicates just like this I say, indicates an attention. This is dot warning. Next, dot danger. This is one more class, dot danger. What is this dot danger? Indicates success means positive action. This is negative action. Indicates negative action. Yes. So you should remember these terms. Which are these? First one is active. In case of active, what happens? In case of active, you will hover over the pages. Next, in case of success, what do you mean by success? Indicates a positive action. That is success. Next, info, neutral action. Info means what? Neutral action. Warning means some attention, and danger means negative action. Now, let me get into an example. Here, close this example and I begin with a new example as far as the table is concerned. I begin with the table tag, and at the end you should close the table tag. In this table tag, let me consider a row, tr, table row. In this table row, I mean the first row I am talking about, close the table tag, tr. Here I say td, the cells td, close td. I may require 2 to 3 informations. Let me put those informations. First one, second one, third one, fourth one, 4 information. Here I say first name or name I put, name, ID I put, place I put, place, or name, ID of the student, marks and place. So this is my first row. First row is ready. Next, I begin with the next row, tr, something like this, and here I say tr class equals, which is the class success I use. Multiple classes we have as of now. I am using success. Here td, name Srinath I put, and ID I place here 100, marks I put in terms of CGPA, place I put Bangalore. Okay, this is my first row. In first row what I have is success. Next, second one. Which are all the classes I have now? Success I have, warning I have. Here I put warning. Okay. Some data I am giving here randomly. Next, after warning, what you have? Success, warning you have, then you have info. Success, warning, info. Here I put. Next, after info, then I have something like this: success, info, active. Active. 101, 102 I put, 103 I put. This is Hyderabad, Delhi. Now save this. So which are all the classes we have now? Active we have success, info, warning and danger. Info, active, success. Yes, danger also you can put if you want. Now reload the page. Name, ID, marks, place you are getting. Now just a minute. I put this as table. Here I say table class. You should mention the Bootstrap table class, which is table. Save and reload. Here reload. Yes, this is Bootstrap table class. Just a minute. Yes, after this, here I go back to this table class equals table, tr is proper, closing, then tr class equals success. Next, danger, warning, danger also I will put, that we will see later. Now let me check with the link. I just copy paste the previous link what we used to place before. Here I place that link, CDN link. These 3 links I place. Save, copy paste here, save and reload. Yes, have you noticed? First one, which is the first one? Anyway, one more row I add. One more row I add here. Danger, active danger. One zero four. 104. Okay. Now reload. Look at this one. First one is normal one. This is normal one. Next, second one. Which is the second one? First row, table. Second row is success. This is success. Which is the next one? Warning. After that what you have? Info. Info means neutral. Info means neutral. After that, info, what you have is active. 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 This one is active. Then what you have is the last one, that is with danger. Danger. Now, okay, this is what you are getting with respect to different classes. I just remove this link and let me copy paste the previous link. I am just experimenting to check. This is the first one, whichever you have here. I paste that one here. This link I am talking about. From CDN, I mean Bootstrap CDN, I have gotten those links. Now reload the page. No effect in this. But if I place this one, the second set of links, so you are getting the output something like this. Look at the output. Save and reload. Yes. So this is how you can apply the styles, the type of styles you can mention. Type of styles you can mention. Next, not only that, I come back to this example. Here I copy paste the example. You can also mention the different styles something like this. How? Notice this one. Here I place. Yes. Here I can give style to table. Type of table I can give. What I mean to say is, here I say you can have tables like this. Table classes. Table classes. Which type of classes you can have? Table classes like this. First one is, when I say dot means class, table, table, bordered, table bordered. You can have the class something like table bordered, table bordered. Next, you can also have class something like this, dot, table, table, hyphen hover, hover, table, hyphen hover, bordered hover. Next, you can also have class something like this, table hyphen condensed, table hyphen condensed, table bordered, table hover, and table condensed. Table bordered, you know, bordered table you have to get. Table hover means it should support the hover option. Then table striped, I have stripes you will get. Table condensed. So it will make, to create compact table, we use this one. To create compact tables. Compact table. So it will cut that margin, padding, etc. So these are all the different table classes you have. So let me try with this example itself. Here, as of now, first table class I use. That is, let me consider table bordered. Bordered table. How it looks like? Table class equals table hyphen bordered. Table hyphen bordered. Let me check the output. Bordered table. Have you noticed? Bordered table. I am not able to apply the styles here. This is bordered table. Bordered table. Next class is this one. Table bordered. After table bordered, let me consider table hyphen hover. Table hyphen hover. Save this and reload the page. Reload. Hover. Table hyphen hover. Have you noticed? Hover on this one. Normal, success, warning, neutral, all these. Hover table. Hover table. You can set the border if you want here. I just put a border also. Table border equals 2px solid red. Reload. Px solid. Yes, if you are mentioning red and all, style is to be mentioned. Just a minute. Border 2 pixels. This is what required as of now. Next, now reload the page. With border you are getting hover option. Hover. Which was the previous option? Previous option was this one. Bordered table. Let me consider bordered table. Table hyphen bordered. Reload. Bordered table. This is what you are getting as the bordered table. Next. Table hover. Table hyphen condensed. Table hyphen condensed. Reload the page here. Table condensed. 100% you make, you will understand. This is a condensed table. So it will remove that margin. You have to consider table here. It will remove the margin, padding inside the table, not from the screen. Inside the table. Inside the table. Next, hover option. Then table hyphen stripes. Look at this. Table hyphen stripes. Table with stripes. Table with stripes. Table with stripes. Just a minute. Here I consider I try with one more link. Let me check. Is it working fine there? The first set of links. Let me check once. Reload. Yes, no change as of now. Okay. Stripe, table with stripes. What I do here is, just a minute, I go back to this example, close this, script everything. The previous example, I will come back to that. Here what I do is I just remove border. Let me remove this border. stripes. Now reload. Okay, it is not reflecting because the border is not there. Anyway, so you should get striped table here when I make use of stripes. Just a minute, let me consider the class something like this. Table class equals, I said table space table stripes. Let me check. Table space, just like btn hyphen primary. Let me check. Now you are getting striped table. So I just make a small change here. Table. Let me consider all the tables once. Table bordered. Table bordered. Table bordered. Check the output. Yes, border table. It looks something like this. Border table. After that, table bordered. Then I say table hover. Table hover. Table hover. Have you noticed? btn hyphen primary, like this. Now reload. Hover. Are you getting hover option here? Yes, it is getting highlighted now. Look at this. Hover. Table hover. Next, table condensed. Table condensed. Let me check. Table condensed. Okay. Table condensed. Table condensed. Reload. Yes, condensed table. It will remove that margins, everything. This is condensed table. Table striped. Here also I make the change. Table space. Table stripes. Table stripes. Okay. Table striped, it should have been striped. What did I put here? Striped. Now reload. Reload the page. Striped. Yes, this is striped table. Striped table. Now, what you know, I will check with the one more CDN link. I am just experimenting here. This CDN link I try with. Is there any reflection or no? Let me check. If there is no reflection, I can come back to the previous links itself. So here I replace the previous links by these simple CDN links. Reload. Can you see the difference now? Can you see the difference? Yes. Notice this one. Here, table striped. It looks something like this. Table striped. This is striped table. Striped table. Next, what you have? Striped. Apart from striped, you have bordered. Reload. Yes, border table. Can you see the difference? Anyway, link I will give later, these CDN links. Border table. Next, hover table. Let me check. Table hyphen hover. Save and reload. Hover table. Anyway, that color combination you are not getting. Yes, hover table. Next, condensed. Table hyphen condensed. Save and reload. Yes, there is no much change when it comes to condensed table. Okay, as of now, let me consider the striped example. Striped. And with respect to striped, this is what I am getting as the output. Striped table. This is called striped table. This is how, by making use of Bootstrap classes, you can create different types of tables. And as a note, I just want to give these CDN links. just I mentioned the CDN links here. Reference CDN links I can put. Reference CDN links. Here I copy paste those links. Reference CDN links. Okay. Okay. You can just copy paste from here in your example also. Reference CDN links. So this is how you can style your tables. You can style the tables. Now open your chat box and give a quick reply. Have you all understood how to style your tables? Table, table, striped, table, table, hover, table, table, bordered, table, table, condensed, everything. Give a reply. So last topic of the day is this one. I will make use of the next concept whenever I need the bars, progress bars. So let me consider the progress bars. Progress bars in Bootstrap. Progress bars. So with this example, you will understand how progress bars work and which class I should use for a particular progress bar. Okay. Now I come back to this example. Close this table. Here I have progress bar example. So inside the center tag, let me open a div. I say class equals, I want to create a progress bar. Progress. Now close this div tag. Inside this progress, I make use of one more div tag. In this div tag, I say div class equals. Very easy to remember class in Bootstrap. First one is progress, progress hyphen, progress bar, success, progress bar, success. Now look at this attribute, area, you should say ARIA, area. Value now, current value, you will understand this, value now, area, value now equals 40. What is the value, current value now? Current value is 40, value now. Next, area hyphen value min, minimum value. Value min means what? Minimum value. Minimum value 0 I give. Minimum value is 0. Next, area hyphen value max, current value, min value, max value, value max. Maximum value I give 100%. Maximum value I give 100%. Maximum value 100% I give. 100 is enough. 100. Next, I give a style here. Style equals, let me consider the width, maximum width. Width equals, width colon 40%. I have set this to 40%. And here one message I give. The message is 40% complete. 40% complete. You will understand this. Close the div tag has been closed here. 40% complete. Okay. Next, I begin with one more div class. In this div class, as usual, progress progress bar. Instead of success, I say warning. What I am using now? Warning. Role. You can mention role if you want, or I don't mention role. Let me check what happens if I put role. Next, value now 60%, minimum value 0, maximum value I put 100. Let me consider style, maximum width. Width means maximum width, 60%. Here I say 60% complete. 60% complete. Just like that, one more div class I create, progress. Danger I put, instead of success I say danger. Danger. Next, value now. Let me consider the value now 70, minimum 0, maximum 100, style width 70%. Here I say 70% complete. 70% complete. Now first let me check the output. 40%, 60%, 70% complete. Okay, just a minute. I come back to the same example, and here let me replace the CDN link. I am just checking with the remaining CDN link. Here I say the the previous CDN link, whatever I have kept, that I place here. Save and reload. Yes, 40% complete, 60% complete, 70% complete. You are getting the output something like this. But what I do now is I just try with one more option. What is that option? Here I say div class equals progress hyphen bar, div class progress bar success I have. Just let me give a role here. What I can do here is, in previous example we have seen just like style. Here style you have. I can also mention role, means it should act like a button, not the normal button. Previously we have seen the normal input. Here I say role, I say progress bar. What is its role now? Role is progress bar. Here I say role equals progress bar. Everywhere I say the same thing. Before this style, role equals progress bar. Role equals progress bar. Save and reload. Role equals progress bar. Just a minute. Here, role equals progress bar. Area, let me place something like this. After danger, I put this. Anywhere you can put, I am just trying here, progress bar. Now there is no much change, even if I place role here. And one more I put, div class. Div class. Here I say progress. Hope I have placed this at the center. Because of that, yeah, I just remove this center tag, then you will get the complete understanding. So here center tag you remove, and without role also it works fine, so you can remove role. So role you can remove. Now one more div tag, progress. Info I put, instead of danger, info I put, neutral color I want. Area value now I put 65% or 50%. Here I say maximum width 50%. Save and reload. Have you noticed? Have you seen such examples? Yes, this is called progress bar. 40% download completed, 60% completed, 70% completed, 70%. This is also 70, this is also 70. No, yeah, 50%. 50% complete, 70%, 60%. Let me consider one more, 80%. How it looks like? Value 80, style equals 80, and instead of info I just put default. Save and reload. Yes, 80%. So progress bar, here I put danger, success, info, warning. Let me put here warning. Save and reload. Yes, warning, 80% complete. So what is this one? This is called progress bar. In this progress bar, what you are doing is, first you have to mention the class. Which class? Progress. What should be the class name? Class name must be progress. Then div class. If you want green color, progress bar success you have to say. Which class you have to use? Progress. With respect to progress, you have a class. What is that class? Progress hyphen bar hyphen success you should say. Then you should say the current value. What it should be? Area hyphen value now. Area hyphen value now means the current value. What should be the minimum value? 0. Look at this one. It starts from 0. Minimum value is 0. And area value max. What is maximum value? 100. This is 100. Maximum value is 100. Next. What is the role? Role you can remove. Without that also it works fine. Next. What is style? Yes. While styling you should say maximum width. What should be the maximum width? 40% you have to say. Next. Here also. Role is not required. Without that it works fine. Style you have to mention with 60%. And value now. Area value. The current value should be 60. Minimum value should be 0. Like that you have to mention everywhere. So as a result of this, you are getting the output something like this. 40%, 60%, 70%, 50%, 80%. What is this called? This is called progress bars. What are they called? They are called progress bars. So self-explanatory. No much notes is required on this one. So you can understand. So what we have to use here is, we have to use the minimum value and the current value and the maximum value. So that is indicated by area hyphen value now, area hyphen value min, area hyphen value max, area hyphen value max. So this is about progress bars. Now let me know, have you all understood how to make use of progress bars also? Give a quick reply. Have you all understood this progress bar concept as well? Give a reply. Progress bar concept. Very good. Good. Yes. Tomorrow we will consider the next example. We will start with the list group badges, everything, and after that one small application I will develop and show. Okay, so that's all for the day. Meanwhile, we are going to send the notes. The notes will get uploaded in your study material option. Yeah, that's all for the day. Tomorrow we'll meet again with the next topic. Thank you everyone.